Hi, this is Jason West. In this video, I want to explain to you how to use Kartra Automations, where they are and what you can actually do with them, which is a lot. So first of all, where can you find them? Well, there's a dedicated place within Kartra where you can go and find them, and that's within My Communications, and then up here at Communications and then Automations. So this is like your main area where you can see all of them in one place. And you can even search for specific ones if you want to as well. And then they're separated down here on the left hand side. This is a fairly new thing that Kartra have done. And you can go to ones that are related to products, affiliates, lists, lead, all of these different things here. And then just see all of them for that particular thing. So for list, you can see I've got two automations in place here, and they're really just if and then statements. So if this happens, do that. And you can see this one says lead subscribes to list, then unsubscribe from a sequence, and unsubscribe from a list. So that's one example of what you can do. And then if a lead subscribes to this list, i.e. they become a client in this case, then we grant them access to a particular membership. So you can do all of these kind of things. And how do you do it? Well, first of all, you just go down to this bottom right hand side and click Automations. And now you're going to see all of the if statements that you've got the choice of. And there's a lot. So subscribing, unsubscribing to a list, assigning tags, filling out forms, subscribes to sequence, completes a sequence, that's useful, unsubscribe from a sequence, clicks on a tracking link, all of these different things here, buy a certain product, gets a refund, even a partial refund. There's a load of options here. Like, you know, lead is granted to access to a membership. And based on what you select here, the then options will change. So let's just take one of the bigger ones, lead subscribes to a list. We can choose which list. I'll just say any list for the purpose of this. And then we've got our options here as to what to do with them now that they've done that thing. So we can subscribe them to another list, unsubscribe, give them a tag, subscribe to a sequence, subtract points if you're using point scoring, and grant access to a membership, take them away from a membership, refund an order, cancel subscriptions, you name it, you can do it. But now let's just go back and pick something else. So let's just say that lead visits a certain page, and we'll pick a Kartra page here. Any page will do. Let's just go for this downsell page. And then you've got pretty much the same things. You can put them in and out of a membership, assign tags and do all of that. So the possibilities are almost endless, but you've got to be careful when you create these automations that you don't set one automation up that then triggers another and another, and it just goes in one berserk loop with your lead being thrown around all over the place and bombarded with emails. So you do have to be a bit careful and think about what you want to do. I'll give you an example of a good one, is if a customer buys a product, you would tag them as a client. That's a very simple one, and you can choose like any product if you want to, and then just put them into a new list or add a tag so that you know that that person is now a client, and you may wish to treat them differently as a result and put them into different email sequences. So that's one example. And also if somebody completes a form, then you can make them automatically become a member of a membership. If they get tagged, then you can automatically make them a member of a membership. So you can do all of that here, but just to confuse things a little bit more, you can actually do it in lots of other places too. So let's take forms as an example. There's usually, if I just go to here and edit this form, I'm not sure what I've done with this form, but it'll show you anyway. You're going to see this section, there it is, automations. You're going to see it on almost everything that you set up, whether that's a product, a membership, even a help desk. Pretty much everything has this automation section built in. And when you create an automation here, it will appear in that list of automations on the proper automations directory, if you like. So you can kind of do it as you go along. So you'll see I haven't got any advanced automations here for when someone completes this form, but if I wanted to, I can click change, and now I can do the same kind of thing. Lead fills this form in. Okay, now what do we do with them? Great, let's assign a tag, put them in a sequence, or one of these other different things. So it's quite handy having it here, but what I would probably do is I would try and do your automations in the one place. So if you prefer to do them as you go along when you're setting up forms and products and memberships and everything, kind of do it in there and don't bother going to the My Communications section and automations, because otherwise you're going to have automations running in two places and you're going to be sort of confused where to go to change them and stuff. So just do your automations in one place. Let's just take memberships as well. We can see, if we just go to there, let's take a little look. If we go and set up this one, I think there's, again, it's about 4th or 5th as you go through, you can then see the same thing. Yeah, there's right near the end there, automations as well. So ton of stuff you can do with automations, very powerful. And it's one of the things that, I like about Kartra as a platform, because you can move people around and do all of that donkey work without having to manually unsubscribe someone or assign a tag or any of that, which you just shouldn't be doing anymore. You just don't need to do that stuff. The system can do it all for you. So I hope you found that useful. If you want to get any more free training like this, you can go ahead and you can go and join my free training. There'll be a link underneath this video if you're watching on YouTube, or perhaps in the post if you're on Facebook or somewhere else like that. And then I'll go through and I'll help you out, and you'll get loads and loads of free training. In fact, I'll show you the membership area here. It's got all of these videos in that I'm doing now. Let's go to free training. There you go. You can see there's lots of people subscribing to that as well. Let's log in as admin. There we go. And then you get access to all of the different sections of training that I've set up on Kartra. So it's a really good, convenient place to get all of the free help to get you off the ground and get you working and getting your business going well on Kartra. So if you like this video, join in there and subscribe to this as well. If you give it a like, I'd be very grateful too. And I'll see you in the next training video. Take care.